Good morning, traders, and welcome to NewsWare's Trade Talk for Monday, June 15th. Let's get into the action. Take a look at the S&Ps, which are trading higher by 1.31%, 1.32%, which is very positive. And the markets are really reacting to President Trump's announcement that an agreement with Iran has been completed and the Strait of Hormuz is scheduled to reopen on Friday. As a result, we're seeing oil prices weaken, and that's positive for companies. And we're seeing some, nice flows into equities this morning, and that's good on the economic front. This week is really about the FOMC meeting and the G7 summit. Now, several AI executives are going to be participating in the G7 summit, which is unusual. In corporate news, what do we got? We got Elon Musk stating that SpaceX revenue could reach $1 trillion by 2030. Anthropic is working to resolve its latest dispute with the Trump administration, meeting government officials and dispatching a senior tech staff to Washington, D.C. to try and simmer those tensions. OpenAI on Friday was reportedly hit with a bunch of subpoenas from multiple states' attorney generals as they open up investigations. In the energy sector, industry executives continue to warn about low inventory levels, which they feel could spike prices. I don't know how to read this. I agree with it. It is possible, but I don't think they're going to see prices on oil go back to where they were a month ago. But it is interesting to note. Internationally, the UK Prime Minister announced today that the social media ban on kids. Today's corporate calendar, we got shareholders meetings from DigitalOcean, DOCN, and Datadog, DDOG. On the earnings front, we got Dave & Buster's, ticker PLAY. They're going to be releasing earnings this morning. And looking ahead to this week, we got Trip.com, we got Lazy Boy, we got J-Bill, we got CarMax, we got Kroger all set to release. And, taking a look at the global markets this morning, we're going to start off with Germany. The DAX is showing a nice gain. I mean, it's up 1.37%. Led by autos and other cyclical stocks. In London, the FTSE's up 0.08% or 8.8 points. You're seeing strength in mining, but there's such declines in energy stocks this morning that's limiting the gains for the FTSE. The CAC in Paris is up 1.26% as we see some strong gains going on in luxury stocks. Then we turn our attention over to the Asia last night, and you look at the Nikkei. The Nikkei had a strong day. It was up 4.99% or 3,297 points. Listen, confidence boosted, because of the lower oil prices. And that helps the manufacturers and transportation companies benefit because of reduced transportation costs. In Hong Kong, it kind of underperformed the market. It was up 124 points or 0.5%. You saw some gains in large cap and tech stocks, but it was really kind of a lagger in Asia overnight. China, the Shanghai was up 1.61%, supported by gains in mining and tech. And then we got oil, and oil is really the story this morning. It's down about 5%. We got WTI trading $80.51. It did hit $79 earlier. Brent is trading $83.24, down 4.68%. I mean, when Trump made that comment about the Strait of Hormuz opening up on Friday, oil prices fell 4%. They've gone down 5% now. But the peace agreement is supposedly on track to be signed on Friday, the 19th, in Switzerland. The market is very susceptible to any bad news right now. If there's some bad news concerning this agreement, we're going to see a turnaround in oil prices and equities, a very sharp swing. So we've got to be cautious here and continue to pay attention to these Middle East talks. Now we're going to be talking about earnings action today. And we're starting off with ticker PLAY. First off, the stock is trading higher. It's up 2.38%. But we're still waiting on the earnings release. It still hasn't hit the tape yet, but they're scheduled to report this morning, so we'll keep an eye out for it. After the bell this morning, we got Trip.com. Their EPS is 85 cents, and the expected move is 11.61%. Moving on into economic reports today, 8:30 a.m. we got the Empire State Manufacturing Index. 9:15 we got industrial production. 10 a.m. we get the housing market index. In terms of FANG stocks news, the social media, the Apple and some of these other tech firms. Trump's, warning or threatening France with 100% tariffs on wine if France moves forward with their 3% tech tax. Amazon CEO voiced concerns about Anthropic's AI models to U.S. government officials. The UK government banned social media for any kids under the age of 16. That affects Google. That affects Meta, but those stocks are trading higher this morning. Some news on Tesla saying that they presented misleading self-published, fully self-driving data to European regulators. Shares of Tesla, though, this morning are up 1.51%. In terms of Dow Jones 30s news, HON, Honeywell's board approved the spinoff of Honeywell Aerospace. Remember, this company is planning to break up on June 29th. Chevron oil executives are on edge as stockpiles are near critical levels. This is on Apple. Regulators in India allege that the Tata factory, which is a supplier to the iPhone, contaminated farmland. In terms of merger news, American Express announced a proposal to acquire The Fork for $700 million in cash. On the corporate calendar today, we get the shareholders meetings for DigitalOcean and Datadog. In terms of catalyst calls on semiconductor, ticker ON. Citigroup ups the price target and puts it on a 90-day upside catalyst watch this morning. Okay, now we're going to talk about our pick of the day, and I'm going to go with Schlumberger, SLB, Slob. It's an oil services company. It's not an oil company. And, you look at the amount of oil that's going to be serviced over the next a month or so. I think this is actually positive. Stocks trading lower this morning, but I think that could turn. I mean, you look at Friday's call volume, 9,430 calls versus 4,135 puts. Open interest, 449K versus 313K. Major brokers remain positive on the stock. They're raising price targets. But, for me, I'm hoping to get in. Under 55. I'm hoping to get a 54 printed in front of it, but I do like Schlumberger, SLB. That's my pick of the day. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about the stocks that are hitting the tape with news this morning, see what we see. Schlumberger launches launch of SLB digital marketplace. Salesforce to acquire Fin for $3.6 billion, formerly known as Intercom. That's why the stock was so weak on Friday. Jabil and Adani announced an intent to form a strategic alliance. Jabil's earnings are out this week. Fox, following agreement, Roku deal. There's a deal for Roku on the table. I saw that this morning. Fox is going to be acquiring Roku in a $22 billion deal. Lilly had some positive drug news over the weekend. Walmart, Chinese regulators express food safety concerns at Salmon Club stores. P-Sky, Justice Department approves Paramount Warner Brothers Discovery deal. SpaceX options are going to start trading on Tuesday. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about our stock of the day from Friday. And I went with Flutter Entertainment, FLUT. It worked out. I mean, it wasn't great. It was okay. The stock opened up at 111.30. I said under 110. It did fall down to 107. Then it climbed right back up and it traded 111.60. So it worked out. Just not as good as some of these tech names. But that was before all the chatter on the deal going on in Iran. But that concludes today's Trade Talk podcast. Traders, you guys know what to do. Let's go out there and let's make some green.